Hi, it's Nathan from Nathan Review Stuff, and today we're going to be reviewing the Robo 3D printer. We're now shooting in 60 frames per second, so I hope you like it. I got my Robo 3D printer on Kickstarter, PLA ABS version, for about $600. One thing that really stands out about this printer is that when we ordered it, it was supposed to come around April. It came in November, which I hated. There were also some minor problems, like there were some head jams on the head. It was a nylon and a metal tip head Kickstarter. Now it's all metal, but it was nylon and metal tip. So there was jamming. We upgraded to an E3D version 5 hot end, and that fixed the jamming problems. We haven't had a single jam with it. There was also the problem that even though it was PLA ABS version, one of the components was undersized, so the bed couldn't heat up to the proper temperature for ABS. The component would just shut it off, so we had to replace that component. Also, we couldn't do long prints because the Arduino would heat up, so we had to put some brackets on to hold a fan. We 3D printed a new spool holder. It's on the top of the printer because the old one was on the side and it was creating too much tension when it tried to pull in the filament. It was eating away at the plastic and creating a hole in the side of the. Some good things about this 3D printer is that it has a huge build volume for how much we pay. I don't know the exact dimensions though. It may not print as fast as some of the other 3D printers out there, but for how much we paid for it, $600 compared to some of those other 3D printers, it's a great printer. It doesn't have huge major problems. One other thing I didn't really like about it when we got it though was the software. There was no software for it. It was just Repetier, which is open source software that can be used with any 3D printer. Since it can be used with any 3D printer, you had to configure a lot of stuff, like a lot, and just when we had that software figured out, they came out with their own software called Matter Control. I'm running version 1.2. It's a software where the manufacturer of the 3D printer customizes the software and then puts a link to the customized version on their website. Makes 3D printing with the Robo 3D a lot easier. So overall, the Robo 3D is a great printer. Now I'm going to be doing a review of the software. And I'm going to print Enderman from Minecraft. Sorry, I don't have any screen capture software, and I'm refilming this section because my editing software had a problem and crashed when I was trying to edit this section of the video. So here's the Matter Control software. I'm running version 1.2. Here's the Enderman. Let's say you just bought a printer. First, you're going to want to go to the Robo 3D website, www.robo3dprinter.com. You're going to want to scroll down to the bottom and look for software. Click software, and there will be one link on the page. Click that link, and your download should start. Once your software is finished downloading, it should look something like this, but this area will be blank. First, you're going to want to connect your printer with the USB cable provided and plug in the printer to power it on. Then, you're going to want to open the software and click here where it says Add Printer. Right now, I can't connect to my printer because it is currently being used by another account, but this is how it would work. You click Add Printer, then for printer name you can put in whatever you want, but I choose to put in Robo 3D. And right here where it says Select Make, you're going to want to click Robo 3D, and then it'll say Select Model. Whatever model you have, select it here. R1 is the new Robo 3D printer if it's not the Kickstarter version. Beta PLA only and Beta PLA ABS are both the Kickstarter versions. I have Beta PLA ABS. Yours might be different. Here it says Install Communication Driver. If you already have the driver, then click Skip. If you don't have the driver yet and you want to install it, then click Install Driver. But I already have it, so I'm going to click Skip. Now you're going to want to follow the instructions on the screen to finish setting up your printer. Once you're done this, your printer should be connected and you'll be ready to print. It's printing an Enderman from Minecraft. It's doing the skirt right now, which is the thing that is around the object to make the filament start flowing before it starts to print. I'll lower down the camera. I don't know if you can see that. The camera's not zooming in very well on it. It's laying out plastic layer by layer and slowly building a 3D object. The software says it should be done in about 40 minutes, but that's always wrong, so it'll probably take an hour and 20 minutes. So I'll be back once the print is finished. Now that the print is finished, it took about an hour and 20 minutes, I'm going to remove it from the build plate. I learned this cool trick from a YouTube channel called Barnacules Nerdgasm. You should go check him out. He's a pretty good YouTuber, does unboxings and reviews. I learned that you should use spray duster to get parts off a build plate. Spray duster works really well. It'll extremely cool the part, which will cause it to snap off the build plate. You have to turn the spray duster upside down so that the liquid comes out. And then once you see the white on the build plate get to the Enderman, or whatever you're printing, then you can and it just pops right off. Here is the final product. It's an Enderman. It's a little bit blurry because this camera isn't focusing on it up close. I can zoom in on him. The arms and the legs of the Enderman, I'm going to hold it sideways here so you can get a better view, are extremely skinny. So this is a harder print to do because I've had incidents where the legs and arms break off because of the cold from the spray duster. And here's the Enderman up close. This 3D printer can do up to 0.1 millimeters, but 0.2 is faster, and I wouldn't need 0.1 for this because it doesn't need to be perfect. I have a whole collection of Endermen that I've 3D printed, and I will stand them all up and show you. Here they are. I have 4 of them. One of them's the giant one. I'm standing them all on their heads right now because they don't really stand up on their feet because I'm using ABS plastic and it expands a little during printing. I would recommend using PLA, but another thing about Robo 3D printer is that you have to unscrew 2 screws on the back to change the filament. There's no thumb screws or anything. You actually need a screwdriver. That's one of the downsides of Robo 3D. But besides that, Robo 3D is a great printer overall. I would recommend one. I've been using it for a while now with the new hot end, and there hasn't been a single problem. When you buy yours now, it comes with an all-metal hot end, so it should have no problem. You can get one on www.robo3d.com. They're great printers. Just an update on the Bitcoin miner video. The Antminer S5 has shipped, and I should be doing a review of it on Monday or Tuesday. One thing that I have to say already about the Antminer S5 is that they do not have very good customer service. I ordered an Antminer S5 for $408. 2 days later, they lowered the price to $340 and just gave me a coupon for it. I asked for them to deposit Bitcoin into my account instead, and they said they could only offer a coupon. I asked them to cancel the order so I could place an order with the new price, and they said it had already shipped. They emailed back 2 days after I emailed them. So far, not very good company. I hope that will change when I get my Antminer in the mail. Be sure to like, comment,